All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Summer Vitality Cleanse info session. I am Barry Lyman, and I am so delighted to be here with all of you. We have very special guests and something really special to share with you, which is the ability to cleanse your body, nourish your soul, heal your gut microbiome, and just have a whole new experience when we change our diets into raw organic superfoods. Everything changes. So I want to welcome you all again. And I am someone that thought she ate healthy. I thought I ate healthy. I thought I was so healthy, but I was actually like a sick, like healthy person, kind of. And everyone here, Allison and Cynthia, we all have our own health journeys. And this company that we came to, that Allison introduced me to, and then I introduced Cynthia to, has really been a game changer. So what's really exciting is that I help high achieving singles break out of patterns, unconscious patterns permanently, so that they can summon their soulmate to receive love. And we've discovered truly that when our gut microbiomes are poisoned with toxic glyphosate and we're mucked up and it's really hard to receive. And then it's also hard to tap into our intuition. It's hard to tap into our joy. And then life kind of reflects that way. So I help them to heal the inner emotional blocks and have a strategy and a plan to find love. Because just like business, you need a plan, you need steps, you need to run the reps every day. The same is true in your love life. So very briefly, I had a history of adrenal fatigue, chronic fatigue, inflammation, lupus. I did my first cleanse and that was amazing, but I had to really mostly juice, which takes a lot of damn time, and clean up and shopping and all that. And I was still feeling depleted. So years later, I ran into Allison, who I knew was doing something with health. And if you look at her, she looks like just so healthy and so glowy. And she's like just a natural beauty. And I knew something was up. So I asked her what she was doing. And then I tried Purium. That's what we're going to talk about today. Purium has been around for 30 years. They used to be a wholesaler, and they create raw, dehydrated superfoods that we're going to show you. Unlike anything else, 16 phytonutrients deep into the soil. We're mostly overfed and undernourished. And so Allison told me about it. I tried it, and it's been a couple of years now. And my husband and I both really love Purium, and we live on it because we're very busy and don't have time to clean up the juicer. Actually, he would clean it up. So he's really happy too. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to welcome Allison, and she and her husband like live this amazing lifestyle. She retired him, and they have two little kids, and those kids grew up on green juices. You should see they love their green juice and they love their nutrients, and these kids don't get sick. They don't get ear infections, and they have very strong immune because that's how they were raised. So Allison, please, everyone, please meet Allison, our partner.
Thank you so much, Harry. So good to meet you all and see you, Cynthia. And it's great. And thank you for creating the space. And yeah, this found us 7 years ago. I was like you, Barry, where I thought I was eating really healthy. I was already into nutrition, eating whole foods, nothing processed, and really like juicing, detoxing. I was following different types of protocols and doctors, and I was experimenting, which was great because that's the birth of, really taking that responsibility to heal ourselves, that we believe that we can heal ourselves. And so that was like the first, there was a few gateways into that belief, and how I got there. I was on 5 medications by the time after my second was born, I was put back on the medication. So by the time I was almost 30, I was on 5 medications. I managed to get off of some through a pregnancy. And then after pregnancy, Of my second, I kind of had a relapse where I went back downward in my mental health, and it was diagnosed with like postpartum, kind of postpartum depression, but also like bipolar, and I was put on really heavy medications. And I wanted to be functional as a mom, of course. Um, and I knew that I was also dealing with other things like eczema and IBS that I had normalized. And I kept hearing about gut health being mental health and gut health being skin health and everything. And I was just down this rabbit hole of like, how do I achieve optimal gut health? And one of the missing pieces was actually learning about glyphosate. I didn't know about the pesticides. And so even though I was juicing and eating healthy before, I was still taking in pesticides. I was trying to avoid the gluten. I was trying to avoid, I had already cut out the dairy and a lot of other like processed foods, but it was just that missing piece. When I discovered with Purium, it just checked all my boxes of what I was already doing. So I was already into green juice. I was already into eating whole food and raw and organic. Well, the organic piece was a little missing for me at that time, but I tried as best as I could, but I didn't know the importance necessarily of eating organic. But with when I did the ultimate lifestyle transformation, because it's a complete gut repair with the glyphosate detox, I got to see the difference with the gut repairs I was doing before, which was taking probiotics as well as eating very prebiotic foods and fermented foods and everything. It was I know the difference was that glyphosate detox portion where it actually removes glyphosate from your body. And I did it first myself. I had results.
Tell me about Jared. Tell them about how you and Jared, like what happened for him, how you brought him into it. Yeah.
So he was not a believer when I first ordered it. He saw the difference in me, and my eczema went away within 3 days. I was feeling so good. My energy level, my skin was glowing. I was just feeling amazing. And Jared started to dabble in the green juice and then got hooked himself, because it's sort of like we take our green juice with us everywhere. Like this is it's just so easy on the go. We're driving right now from Toronto to Montreal, so it's a 6-hour drive, and we haven't had to buy any crap on the road, so having like, we pack with fruit and our superfoods now. It's so easy. Jared got hooked, so Jared could share his story while he's driving.
Yes, I'll keep my eyes on the road, but thank you, everybody. It just really tastes great. I was skeptical. I thought, it's powder, it's not food. And I just kept eating the same kind of food at the beginning. But what I noticed was as my digestion improved and I was less inflamed, I was absorbing nutrition. So I actually felt full from just the shake. And then adding the parasite cleanse, and I didn't even know how significant that was. So my asthma, my allergies disappeared that I had since birth. So there's really something to speak for gut health, organ health, and your hormonal health. And witnessing Allison's mental health upgrade was amazing.
I'm now 6 years. It's over 6 years. I have not touched a pharmaceutical medication, and I was dependent. I never thought I would get off fully. I always thought I'd be on a low dose, and I never thought that would ever be a possibility. And now we've been going on 6 years, and like all the things that I suffered with that I normalized, I don't have them anymore. So, we're in our 40s now, and we feel way better than we did in our 30s. And it's like, I just really believe that it's just, now I'm a huge believer because I've been doing it 7 years and we have improved our life in every way. So, yeah.
And your kids too, right?
Yeah, my kids too. They have it every day. They love the chocolate. There's a chocolate shake called Epigenius Family, and that one has the gut repair built in. And it's just so complete. So as a mom, like I used to force them to just get their like spinach or their like broccoli in, but now they're getting all their complete like raw organic nutrients every day in one shake. And it just takes and their cravings change, their behavior change, their everything. So yeah.
That's amazing. So we really wanted to share our own stories with you because that's really how it happens. It comes from a personal experience. So we are just lovers of it. I know Cynthia too. She loves it. Like we're all, if we weren't like sharing it with other people, we would just be using it all the time. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about each of the story of the company, and then so we can understand what a group cleanse would be like and how supportive it will be. Because in order to make changes, we need support. We need accountability. And that's why this, I'm calling it a summer vitality cleanse. So we're doing it together. What better time than the summer, right? To revitalize. You know, we're taking more of we're shedding our clothes, we're showing our bodies more instead of being bundled up, for those of you in cold weather, right? So we are just really jazzed about it. Okay, so I'm going to share a screen and I want to show you what it is that we love about it. So basically, the idea, the reason we do this is to look, feel, and perform your best at any age. And it's all about food, ladies. It's all about food. There's nothing else but food, no supplements or anything. And so the company is Purium, first pure and premium. And it's been around for about 30 years. As I mentioned before, they were a wholesaler. And Dave Sandoval is very crunchy, and Amy, his partner, they're like a family company. And they believe they are, you know, as principled as human beings can really be. So what we're going to show you is certified organic and grown in regenerative soil. So this company, we support every time you buy a Purium product, you are supporting organic regenerative farmers, and they are the ones that we need to build, because in this country we support the chemicals. We support Monsanto and Bayer, which is terrible, right? It's ruining the planet, right? And it's all these chemicals in the GMO foods. So everything you're going to see is certified organic, slow, dehydrated, which means you put a microbe in the green powder in any of them, and a light bulb would go on, right? Because we need to have enzymes, right? That's what really gives life. And the company, so there's nothing in it, no artificial anything, no synthetic anything. And we went plastic free in 2003, which means we saved 265,000 pounds of plastic. So everything it comes in is compostable. And so we know, like 100 years ago, all food was nourishing, vegetables from the earth. Everything was wholesome. Now we are overfed and the most undernourished society ever in history. And a lot of people, unfortunately, live in food deserts. They can't even get a vegetable, right? And it's designed that way so that they can just get fast food and then get into the medical system. It's really sad. So this is about taking your life, your health into your own hands, and helping others have that consciousness of what food really is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be addictive and fried and overprocessed. And if you haven't seen, there's a documentary called The Fake Food Conspiracy, and it talks all about it. So here's our ultimate lifestyle transformation. It's made up of, again, superfoods, raw dehydrated. The Power Shake, I'm going to show you, has 16 phytonutrients. These are aminos, pre-digested vegan protein that goes right, amino acids that go right into the bloodstream. And so that means that there's no taxing the organs or anything. And then we have something called Biomedic that is a gut repair formula. And it really rebuilds the gut microbiome. It supports the healthy villi, and it kills off. So really what it does is it heals leaky gut. I had leaky gut and I started becoming allergic to things. And I don't know if you guys know, like autoimmune is like is a reaction, like the body trying to like heal itself. When we make it acidic and we eat the wrong foods, the body knows how to heal, but it's like, oh, help, inflammation. So that's what we're looking at. And what we're going to show you is 2 servings a day of superfoods. We meet you where you are, so it's not like a diet or anything. And what people report is everyone reports more energy right away, better digestion, deeper sleep, and a more balanced mood. And this is a transformation. So we want to meet you where you are. We know you're going to get rid of your cravings. We know you're going to sleep better. And it really is, it activates cellular detoxification, which means that the body heals itself. We're creating the environment for everything to be healthy and regulate. And it's great for us ladies, skin elasticity and glow from the inside. And we reduce our grocery bills because we get kind of full with these shakes. Okay. And so these are again the products. And this is how it works. And it's very supportive. We do health coaching. When you get it, you're tracking your mood, your energy, day 0, 3, 15, 30, so that you could see the difference and track the changes. And it also comes with a tracker that shows what you do day 1 and what you do day 2 and day 11 through 20. We're taking a parasite cleanse. So for those of us who are busy with our careers, our families, our dating, our everything, it's very, very supportive. So I just wanted to highlight a couple of things, which is that we have thousands really of testimonials. This is designed for like building muscle, and people really see the difference. And this woman said, in a little over 6 months, I lost 40 pounds. I'm in amazement. I've used everything else out there. I love the aminos in the cherry drink. It's been a game changer. So that's really how people feel about it. And I'm not going to go over all the details or we'd be on for an hour. I want to respect your time. But the Power Shake is really the mother lode of health. It has 16 phytonutrients in it. So those of you who like to juice, like there's no possible way to get all this nutrition. I used to get kale and celery and spinach and a green apple, and that was great, but I was still depleted because I wasn't getting everything. So this basically supports healthy blood glucose, burns fat, satisfies hunger, and it does all these things. And so we will share this document with you, but it's really about 16 phytonutrients for maintaining normal cholesterol and blood glucose. And every bit of it is so thought through. We love the founder because he's really a genius at formulating. So we have organic rice bran extract, organic oats, and organic spirulina, organic carrot juice, organic wheatgrass, organic buckwheat, organic chia, organic millet, organic alfalfa leaf juice, organic oatgrass juice. So it's really loaded down, and it's sweetened with monk fruit, which is luhan gao, which I didn't even know. It's in the family of cucumber, squash, and melon. And it's been used in traditional Chinese medicine, and it's flavored only with pure fruit. So it's very exciting. So, and then we're telling the story of Biomedic, which is the gut repair. And there's really nothing on the market like this that chelates out the glyphosate, because glyphosate is sticky. They're chemicals, they stick in your body. And this actually goes through your body, and this is my technical explanation. And the molecules stick and it comes out of your body. And the gut is a second brain. And really, serotonin is created in the gut, but we're being kind of toxified without it's not our choice. So it detoxifies glyphosate, supports healthy digestion, supports healthy immune reaction and healthy C-reactive protein levels, so that we don't have that inflammation, the response to inflammation. And so finally, our gut microbiomes are being compromised by this cancer-inducing herbicide. It's a weed killer found in 75% of our food. 75% of our food and 90% of beer and wine. And it primarily affects GMOs. And it's also used as a desiccant on other crops like wheat, oats, and barley. So it's like a dryer. And the problem is these plants absorb the chemicals, so you can't even wash it off. An alarming 95% of Americans carry this chemical in their bodies, and it's a carcinogen. We know it. So the good news is there is a proven solution, and it's demonstrated the ability to remove glyphosate and promote a healthy gut safely and effectively. And the science is all here, and it explains what it does. rebuilds the aerobic bacteria colonies, integral to healthy immune function, and it just works. So I like to share it like with everyone, but even like older people, like people do not need to get dementia and Alzheimer's. You know, they have like a buildup of heavy metals. And I personally had I had heavy metal poisoning from fish, mercury poisoning. So I know what it's like to go through chelation. So it is approved by the Detox Project as a remover of glyphosate. And this just tells the story. And that's why it's a shame. A lot of the farmers are getting lymphoma, and it's just so sad. And these are all the other diseases it's tied to. So we want to keep our guts as clean as possible. And these are some documentaries about it. Kiss the Ground, Common Ground, and a lot of celebrities are fighting, and we just need to make changes in our society. So the rest of these are the aminos. And so basically, when we do our cleanse, this is what we're doing. Again, the founders set out to create a company that would transform both the people and the planet. Because I believe the planet's going to be fine, but we won't be. We won't be. Like people say, save the planet's going to reinvent itself. You know, it's people. So this talks about the soil and the farms and our solution. So what we're doing is we are doing a group cleanse to introduce everyone to the 90-day solution. And this is what it looks like. And we're going to do it together. So here's what it looks like, the ultimate lifestyle transformation, and a pretty picture of it. And when you do this, it's kind of like, it's like your life before Purium and your life after Purium. Like we just love it. Like what would the day be like without our aminos? What would it be like without the green juice? Because I happen to be a foodie, so it's got to taste good, or like I'm not doing it. So that's really what it's about. So I want to let you know that we're going to do health coaching. We're going to be putting you into a Facebook group, and Cynthia's going to do some coaching, and we're all in there, and we're going to be doing recipes and celebrating each other and noticing how we're feeling as we're going through the parasite cleanse and the whole process. So it works out to be to do the cleanse. It works out to be to buy the food for a month. It works out to be $13 a day. So change of like one little habit, you know, we go to a vegan restaurant and one dish is, you know, 15. And so one little change in a habit, and this is what you get: the lifestyle transformation. You get a welcome guide and tracker, and you have us supporting you and loving on you and doing it together. And we just believe like, you know, kind of like everyone needs it. And again, so you get this, and it explains the different foods, all the support, almost every night of the week. The company is doing another kinds of a training. So there's a ton of community support. And then you can eat. So these are what we call lifestyle meals. And we help you with recipes because we all love to put things together in a simple way. If it's just a baked potato with like, I don't know, tahini or a cashew cheese or, you know, whatever it is, like we celebrate the food. And then we get you on a subscription that you can change. You can change by being on a subscription. You can change the date. You can add things, take it away. But you get bigger discounts and free stuff. And every Wednesday, this is Dave, our founder, and he does another training on another part of the product line. And so you'll read inspiring stories. And this is our tracker. So basically, it works like this. It literally shows you what to do when you wake up in the morning. You take your aminos, you wait 23 minutes, and then we take the gut cleaning, Biomedic, which is a capsule, and then a power shake. And it's really yum. I foodie it up because I foodie everything up. I add a little bit of frozen organic blueberries and a little piece of banana or whatever, but it's delicious the way it is. We travel with it. And yeah, that's basically how it works. And then midday, you're taking your aminos. On days 11 through 21, we're doing a parasite cleanse. So it's really quite amazing. And then later in the day, when you're hungry, you have another one. And then we have at night Biomedic and Apothecary, that's tart cherry juice that encourages, supports circadian rhythm and a really good night's sleep. And that's really how it works. So all you would do is order your superfoods and then we get started. And we're officially going to start our next cleanse on the 15th. Allison, I see.
I wanted to just add that you don't need to be so specific when you're taking it. Like, they give you the guidelines. I just want to share because it intimidated me when I saw, like, I'm not like so, especially at the time that it came in my life, like it wasn't something who could follow like instructions and stuff like that. And we just like, it met us where we were at. And the only instruction that Taz, she's a functional medicine doctor who introduced it to me, she said, just have because I was starting my day with coffee. And she was like, have your green juice first because the coffee is going to block the absorption of like the iron and the vitamin C. So she's like, make sure, because it's like, you don't want to waste any of it. You're like, make sure you're absorbing everything fully and then wait an hour or two and have your coffee. And that was like brilliant to me because I wasn't someone who could like give things up and I was like not ready to make big changes because I was already, I had my little routines going. But I love that people can just add this. If you just add it in, it changes your cravings. And so I just say it's like a vacation from processed food for 30 days. Like if that's all you like, vacation from any unhealthy like addiction, like some kind of food that is not serving us. It's a replacement of it. Like, and for Jared, he was taking his like muffin or bagel in the morning and it like replaced needing that like, filler stuff. So it's like just to not pay too much attention to the exact guidelines unless you want to. It's available if you want to follow exactly. But for people who like, don't, it's very flexible. It's very forgiving to just add it in. Yeah.
It's true. That's a really good point, Allison. Thanks for pointing that out. I like to show what is possible. And for me, I kind of like my husband and I, we have an alarm, like, okay, take this, water, and all that. But it's actually fun. And the people that started, they tell me, yeah, I feel so much more energized. One person told me I was eating, but I didn't. I kind of felt like I needed to keep eating more because she wasn't like getting the nutrients. Now she's like, yeah, I feel great. I have so much more energy. So that's really what it's about. So I also want you guys to know that you could start the way you want, meaning uh, the the first month is 384 and you're getting everything and a blender. So I'm from New York originally and we'll call it a blender. Okay, that's my New York humor. And the second month, month 2 and 3, you're also doing a parasite cleanse. And then it goes down to 349. But remember, we had a huge bill with all that morning kind of food and stuff. And so your grocery bill will go down. And on month 4, once you're up to that, then you're on maintenance, meaning we have a lot of other things, but it's a green juice or we have recovery juices with adaptogens, MVP Sport. I like to work out and it really gave me a lot of energy. It was the first time I could really do squats and deadlifts and all the things I learned because I was too tired before that. And so you can start with the ULT, you can start with a core 4. Yeah. So and the core 4 is 204.64. And yeah, so do you guys have questions about any of it? Does it feel exciting? Do you have questions? Yeah, Olivia.
Yeah. So, I don't know if my internet's spotty, but so like, would that be a breakfast replacement? Do you guys are you guys full enough on that shake?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to
Abs-
understand the replacements here. Okay. And then likely, like, I doubt that I'm gonna like really change my like diet completely, but at least I feel like breakfast and lunch could be lighter. And then yeah, I guess I'm just kind of like curious there because I do like eat cheese and dairy. I do shop mostly organic, but I could see how the glyphosate, I'm like, is that still in the organics too? Because it's on,
It's kind of that's like hard to say,
yeah,
but
it's
what
hard to say. I don't trust any food in America, honestly, so it's hard.
I think you're going to notice if you could replace during this time to move away from like you can still have milk, but we recommend like an organic almond milk just
Oh,
because it's not mucousy and it's
yeah.
not inflaming, and you're going to love the taste. Like it tastes really the same. Once you kind of raise that vibe, you don't want to do inflaming. You? Yeah, of course you can. It'll be good. But we also all eat like plant cheeses and high ends. We're all kind of foodies. So we're going to show you things and then it's totally up to you how you feel. Yeah. Allison, what were you going to say?
Yeah, like I always say, as long as it's good quality and whole food, it's good. Just you're gonna it's interesting how your cravings change. So for things that you think that are like a habit that you can't break, it's interesting how when you add in like the green juice is so satisfying. And I used to crave salt all the time, but it was the
Mhm.
minerals that I was craving because I wasn't totally getting all the minerals. So I was craving other salty foods. Or when you're craving sugar, it's vitamins that our body is lacking. So when we really flood ourselves with so much like that green juice twice a day, you're the way it's just amazing how over time like it really changes. So I wouldn't worry too much what you can't eat. Just worry about like, just adding it in, and it just changed everything.
Cool.
Yeah. Does that help, Olivia?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think and I have the biomedic. That's what I started taking now. Just to like
Oh,
that's the one that I got at Miami Made.
oh, that's right.
So I'm
It's
realizing I'm like I started detoxing, but then I'm not like really I'm like I feel the detox almost like gently happening. And then I've only done a parasite cleanse once. It was a little emotional, so I'm curious kind of I've just mostly wanted to try it again for like the mood stuff and yeah, and a little bit of gut. Yeah,
You'll
cleanse.
definitely feel it because as that biomedic is in there, kind of like healing things and doing its job. Yeah, it's kind of spiritual. It's like surprising because now you're noticing different things. And one woman was drinking wine every night, and she said to me, I was gonna have my wine, but then it's like, do I even want this? And then she's like, no, yeah, it just changes. Oh, so I love that you're doing that. Yeah, it's amazing. And the breakfast thing is, yeah, it just is very filling. Yeah. Yeah. Allison said I do it 4 parasite cleanses, yeah, a year now. Yeah, I do it like twice a year. I'm about to do one. I'm gonna do one with you guys. Yeah. So that's exciting. So what I can do, Olivia, do you want to start? Because I can send you the link
Yeah,
to
yeah, send that over. Yeah, my only thing is like I'm traveling this summer, so I just need to, I guess, figure out like what that's gonna look like. Because I mean, obviously it's portable. The only thing is the juice, right? The cherry juice.
oh,
Liquid. That's liquid, right?
you know what I would do with that? I would get Bio Relax because not everyone likes the juice. The Bio Relax actually has more tart cherry juice in it and it's a little capsule.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could do that. I also have a friend. It's funny, she's a therapist. And she's like, "Oh, Barry, I'm traveling. I'm going to Israel and I'm not going to take it to Israel." Like, fine, at least you get started. She started it and she's like, oh my God, the cravings went away. I have so much more energy. And she called me the other day. She's like, I got to take it with me to Israel. Like she doesn't want to not have it. So she's taking the green juice, the green powder, and everything else, and the blender. But when you're traveling, especially, you want to have like that nutrition. You want to feel energized. So yeah, definitely. So I can help you with that. Where you going?
Well, Bali, so that's for August. July, we'll see. Maybe back to Chicago to see the family. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very portable. Yeah. Okay. Then you have a question.
Thank you. I have three questions. So, I did a lot of this between 2015 and 2017. So I got really clean back then. So, I think it's always good to revise. In December, I did the Whole 30, just unprocessed foods and super clean. So I don't have, little addictions, but it's always good to cleanse and all this and more nutrients. So things I'm concerned with is, does it have enough vitamin D? For the parasites, are there binders? Reading on reels, watch out, like parasites can just release things and to go into your brain, that kind of concern. And then the timing, like I'll have all my family on retreat at my property from mid-June, so it wouldn't be the best time to do it. July and August would be amazing for me. So then what's your next time to start so that I could have accountability? So those three.
We're rolling it.
Okay.
We're rolling it.
So
We
July 15.
yes, we're always rolling it. People are always jumping in. So
Okay.
as soon as you jump in, you start reading from day one. We have posts and we're always putting recipes and we're always going live and we're always, put up a picture, how you doing? And so July is totally cool too. Yeah,
So any day, it could be in any moment, you just jump in. Okay.
right.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
And
Allison,
then-
would you speak to those other questions like about the parasite cleanse? Because I've done it quite a few times and yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, you've experienced the Purium, like the lifestyle you said a few years ago, or was it another? You were
Oh,
like,
no, I haven't experienced prurium. No.
oh, okay, awesome. I'm really excited for you to experience that. Yeah, because it's, but so with the parasite cleanse, it's a very gentle parasite cleanse. It's, I've done other ones in the past where they felt way more like intense. This one, it prepares your body for the first 20 days to like actually just gently have things like flushing out in our colon and cleaning. And then the final one with the clove and the wormwood and the they're really designed to like kill off the parasites, because it's all it feels much more guided than other parasite cleanses. And I find I do it 10 days. I do a 10-day 4 times a year now, and each time I just feel euphoric. It raises my vibration. I feel in control. The first few days are sometimes hard just to get into a little bit more of the rhythm, but once I get going, I'm like, I could do this forever. Like, it feels so good to be so clean. So I look forward to them 4 times a year now, knowing it's going to be a little bit of a challenge sometimes at the beginning. But to answer about the vitamin D, that's a great question. We have so we have 2 products which are really high in D. The MVP, our protein shake, happens to be very high in D because there's a lot of mushroom. And all our mushrooms are grown in sunlight, and so they're really they're very you could see the percent is really high in our MVP. But also we have one called Zinc Aid, which is zinc, vitamin is all from nature, C, A, D, and E, and that's 150% of all your daily requirements in 3. It gives you 3 capsules that you take daily that have everything. So those are, I think was that everything. Did I answer?
Yeah. And is that part of the package? So that's included, or it's a separate supplement?
So there is a package, actually it used to be called the Immune. It was the ULT plus Immune. We now just have, it's not any extra price. It's the same price, but you can add on the Zinc Aid with any ULT. So I recommend also adding Bio Relax, like Olivia was saying, because she's going on traveling. So I take the Bio Relax, which is the tart cherry, but in capsule form, really potent. And I also buy the Bioregion, which has astaxanthin. So like to build up your barrier of this, to protect your skin. In summer, I take a lot of the dark red algae. So I would recommend those 3 like add-ons usually. But check out the Zinc Aid. It's a really good formula.
Beautiful.
It is. We love this. My husband is like a distance swimmer, so he loves to drink the Can't Beat This before a swim. And then he always has this MVP Sport, and it tastes really yummy. And it's got 32 grams of protein. So it's got all of these adaptogens. It's got moringa. It's got
How much vitamin D does that one have?
this one has
Uh-huh.
yeah, 10 micrograms. It says 100%. 32 grams of protein, A, C, E, zinc. And we can look at the Zinc Aid.
Is that the protein that comes in the package?
If we get the sport pack, then it would.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one doesn't come in the original ULT is just the green juice, but you can also substitute like half the green juice for dark berry protein if you want to focus more on building collagen, and that's included. You can make that a customizable one with which also has vitamin D. But yeah, this one, the Zinc Aid is a great multivitamin. Like if you read the ingredients and the breakdown, it's really like, I love that one.
I take it every day. I didn't even realize. Yeah, 1200 IUs, guava, camu, organic algal-D. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it says built a strong internal terrain, critical immune support, whole foods. Yeah. Yeah, here are the ingredients. And you could read reviews. This stuff is best when it comes to virus, wards them off, makes them harder to enter the body. I had a hard time finding a zinc I could take without upsetting my stomach. Yeah, I love my Zinc Aid. There's 5 essential vitamins packed into 1 capsule. Yeah, I mean, it's just really the highest quality like that I've seen. And what was the other thing I was going to look up? Oh,
Parasite binders. I don't know if we were going to look at that here.
Binders.
Yeah, I don't think they're. I don't.
Are you talking about like taking like benton clay for parasites?
Bentonite, yeah.
Yeah, bentonite. So you can like add that in. It doesn't like their formula is designed to be complete as it is, but if you some people add in other like bentonite and binders to just increase the how. Yeah.
So the bentonite, what it does, it attaches to what's releasing in the bloodstream.
Yeah.
And so it binds it so you release it from the body quicker.
Yeah. I'm curious. I don't know, Cynthia, do you have something to say on that? Because I know you're like more knowledgeable on detox.
Yes, the bentonite clay definitely is a binder. So it does bind with toxins and parasites and carries it out. And activated charcoal is another element.
Yeah.
So
people though go with the like gentle, the gentle way.
Adding a little bentonite it's not a big deal. Especially if you really think you have something, but the beautiful thing about this parasite cleanse is it also has senna in it, which expels things more easier from the bowels. It really keeps the bowels moving. So it's not like lingering in there as it's dying off. It's like flushing stuff out, which is really, really good. And the Power Shake has the rice bran solubles, and that acts as a broom as well in the intestines and is very detoxifying. So they like work synergistically together.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So like to understand, right? I want to look at it and research because I do exercise quite a bit. So I would do more of the sport package. So will you send us a link so we can customize and look at that?
Yeah, I'll do it with you. Definitely. Yeah, because the first time I want to make sure that you get exactly what you need. We are full service. Like, because how would you know? It's totally new. So we could do the uh the lifestyle. It is, what is that called again, Allison? The ULT Sport Pack, right?
We could make it custom.
You can make it customizable. So, yeah, if you want, I know Barry, you're even still like, not that, like, if you want, Jared could even help because he's just more technically, he's
Yeah,
handy
yeah.
technically. So if you want, we can get on a call with you to order, help you just build your, the custom cart.
Yes.
I want to
Yeah.
start right after 4th of July. So how long does the delivery take? A week or two?
Yeah, about, I would say 5 days
Okay,
is
good.
usually, yes. Now I want it ULT. Okay, Epi Genius. Yeah, you know, hair, skin, and okay. Well, when at that time, so why don't we set up a time? We'll send you a link
We'll do
with
that.
the ULT Sport Pack.
Mhm.
Look it over, and then we can make an appointment right before, uh, so that it arrives when you come back. That'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, and I'd love to be on that call. I'd love to meet you too. And all of you, if you want to book a call separate, but I'd love to get to know you all better and how we can support you and collaborate and, just get to hear what your goals are so we can help support you.
Yeah, especially with your retreat center. I don't know. I think there's like doing retreats at your place. Olivia, Mena has a 156-acre property with domes and water, and yeah, there it is.
Oh, where is it?
So it's in Georgia. It's in rural Georgia, 90 minutes south of Atlanta.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
thought we have 5 acres in Miami, but in rural Georgia. That's why we like it here because we're close enough to like Coral Gables and, the occasional Nordstrom civilization, I call it.
Yeah,
I think
we just bought 10 acres. We just bought 10 acres in California with the same idea, Mena. So I would love to hear more about your project and well, like, just so great to know other communities and healing retreats around that we can, just cover people where they're needed and everything. So I'm so excited to hear more about that.
Yeah, looking forward to share about it. It's just so beautiful to be connected to the land and just create parentheses for people to feel connected, to go deep, to learn, what supports us and really have that anchor into, wow, I feel so good. This is such a beautiful connection. So when they go back home, they're like, okay, this isn't normal, right? And not take it personal. It's like, okay, there's a better way. Let me remove. And so people really can move into lives that are more aligned and nurtured. And so I love to create that experience. And if we can also offer the nurturing, because like I said, I needed this like a decade ago. I went deep into healing. And I'd love to have a company that, I resonate with, that all the organic, the purity and all that. So it resonates with my values as well. So I'm excited to test it so that then I can create maybe connect, introduce people to, hey, this is the cleanse, this is the green juice morning of this company, and then have them on the newsletter and build from there. Because without the health, without the nutrients, it's not enough to pray, to meditate, to wish. We really need this. So I love it.
Totally. Yeah, you're singing our song. We're all on the same page. We just really want to share it because we know how good people are going to feel. And and everything you're saying aligned with the land and nature and connection. So it's so great. Okay, beautiful. And I want everyone to say hi to Silvana. Silvana's new in Purium, and she has a booth as a stand at the Coconut Grove Farmers Market. So she's learning it and really starting to embrace it and share it with people. So Silvana, this is Allison and Jared, and
Hi.
yeah,
Hi, how are you? I actually wanted to share something. Thank you, Barry. I started the product 5 days ago. I started with an infection in my eye and pain in my hand. And it's been just 5 days, and my eyes clearing and my hand not hurting. And I'm impressed myself because I come from, choosing organic, juicing, health, always choosing the best possible within the possibilities, and spend all my money in food and the best food. And doing this for 5 days, I actually worked out today with my son. I couldn't work out too much for 5 days because everything will hurt in my wrist. I am a massage therapist as well, and I was just lifting the weight, and I told my son, it's crazy, it doesn't hurt. And I was doing exercises, and I was like, I feel like I am so light. I feel so good. So I wanted to share that with all of you.
Oh, amazing, right? Because Cynthia was saying that your eye was really bothering you and you're getting all these treatments. Well, that's what happens when you get mineralized and you're flooding your body with what it really needs. That's why we're so passionate. I'm so happy.
And I wanted to share that I make this smoothie in the morning with a little bit of fruits, maybe mango because it's mango season, a little bit of banana. And the first days, I thought, no, I need something else. And I will eat something else, but feel so full. And then the other days, I said, I'm just going to do this and do some fruits and help my body. And I felt I don't feel hungry. I don't feel hungry. I feel so good. And I have to still cook for my son. And I don't even feel attracted to the food. It's pretty interesting. Yeah.
That's right. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of things happen. Like I felt inflammation go down. I was really bloated. I had cravings for things like, bagels and stuff. And I think it was the parasites. And then I had candida. So I was feeding the candida and I couldn't get out of that cycle. When I started this, the bloat went down. I was going to the bathroom like a lot in the day, like a lot of information, but it feels good when you're not sitting with toxins in your body. And then I could sleep better and then I could think better. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Uh,
Actually, the apple cherry, the
apple berry.
yes, I'm taking it at night, and my dreams have been so vivid.
Oh, the
That I wake
apothecary.
up and I record them. That vivid it's been. So I feel like I sleep better, I recover better, and my dreams are just very interesting. So yes.
I love that. Well, good. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And wait till you guys meet David Sandoval, the founder. He's such a loving guy. He's so good. He's such a just loving, crunchy. He doesn't have to do this anymore, but he's very, very passionate about it. Aw. All right. Well, guys, I thought it'd be 30 minutes, but connecting when we connect. So I'm glad. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming. And Olivia, I put the link in the chat, and I'm going to send you also a link to just book a time with me, even tomorrow or um
Amazing. Yeah, I just had the question. So how much do they charge right now for the first month?
the
Or
first month is 386.
okay, and then they would charge the next month for
Yes, just
yeah.
pay. Right, you just pay for the first month. You go on a subscription. So what we do is a week before your subscription is due to renew, we'll talk. And maybe you'll want to add something or adjust something or pause it, whatever the case may be. So there's flexibility, but you'll know they'll email you, and they have a program three for free. Like you get three things and then you get something for free. They have all kinds of yeah. So
Awesome. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I have your contact. I think Joe sent it to me, so I'll
Okay.
text you so you have my number. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, ladies, thank
Thank
you so much.
you.
All right, and we'll see you really soon.
Bye.
Bye.